Hey Scorpio, thank you for tuning in. This will be a general reading, having a look to see what cards come up for you, Scorpio, in this mid-month period. It's a big thank you to everyone who's been liking, sharing, and subscribing. So let's see what comes up for you, Scorpio, for your mid-July love reading. We'll be using some reversed cards as well, which I don't normally do, so something a little bit different here. Okay, Scorpio, straight off the bat, potentially feeling unloved or not feeling like you're being cared for, looked after. Emotions are a little bit unsettled here. Let's see what other cards come up for you. Queen of Cups reversed. Okay, someone's not showing emotion here. The care factor is going down, or it's like a bit of a cold approach. They're closed off right now. You can see the Queen of Wands. She's reversed here, so we don't see the open body language. Okay, Scorpio, you've come up as the Death card here, but you've come up reversed. So, okay. It could be you, Scorpio. You might be switching off from someone. I don't know, but there's something like a detachment of some kind here that may be forming. You normally are like this, Scorpio, but in this reading you've come up reversed. So something's up, and I think there's something to do with detachment, Scorpio. You may be detaching emotionally, okay, but also Queen of Wands can be quite a sexual energy, and this is reversed. So maybe you're losing attraction here. You're losing the spark or losing attraction. The Seven of Chalices in this deck is reversed. And then in this deck, it's upright, which is quite interesting. Is this like a double standard, or is it happening for... Is it sort of a pattern of you get detached, you get switched off, you become uninterested, but then you're interested again? So you can't maybe decide here, because emotionally it's back and forth. Because this is having your emotions in a bit of a whirlwind, not being certain about things, clouded judgment, fantasies, Scorpio. You might be fantasizing about someone else here. But then on the other side, it's reversed. And this is the snake, but it's an upside down snake. But the snake can symbolize repetition, but also shedding. Are you trying to shake someone off, or you're shedding some emotions here, Scorpio? What's going on? You've come up as the Knight of Chalices here, and he's riding the current. He's riding the wave, so to speak, that we can see in the picture. And it's almost like he's heightened. So he's sitting in quite a high position. So he's quite far from the rest of the water, though, so there is a gap. There has been some sort of, I see, distance here. The High Priestess can often indicate like a prophecy. We see the moon here, so it can be around a Cancer. But the walking away, but the Death card is reversed. Now, the Death card is normally endings, transformations, and change. But it's reversed, so no change, Scorpio. I think you were invested. There's a connection with the High Priestess that you might have been very invested with, and you might have seen a future, a very solid future with this person. But now all of a sudden things are changing for you, maybe. But the Queen of Cups is, there's like... And I feel like the figure walking away, the trail, it's like breadcrumbing. So the bread, I mean, but walking away, not necessarily entirely, because the Death card, it's like you can't walk away right now, or they can't walk away. You might be trying to, Scorpio, but for some reason it might not be happening. You might feel like there's something holding you back here. And it's almost like in this instance, notice how the hand, it looks like when it's reversed, it looks like it's dropping the flower. So it's like it's losing grip, losing touch. And the flower is something very beautiful. But I feel like in this case, It could be that someone gives you something and you just sort of drop it. You just sort of leave it, Scorpio. I don't know. There's something that's not, you don't have a firm grip on it. It's almost like you're losing touch, or you're losing the connection. You're losing the spark. Maybe even losing interest here. Now, if the Queen of Wands is reversed, I don't know if it's like possessiveness or protectiveness that's pushing you away from this person. So maybe what's coming up here is that the reversed features of the Queen of Wands are things like being demanding, controlling, possessive, protective. So if someone's coming on very strongly with those sorts of energies, this would explain perhaps why you feel the way you do. And things hang in the balance. Notice how that Holy Grail, the way she's holding it reversed, it hangs in the balance and it can easily drop. Not necessarily shatter, but drop into the water. And then sort of it's lost. It's lost in this pool of water. For some of you, it could be something to do with family, like in-laws or friends. Regarding this person, you may not connect with them, or you may not gel very well. There might be an incompatibility here, and that might be one of the reasons why you feel like you're losing touch. Vice versa, okay, it could be that someone that you're seeing you may introduce to your family and friends, but perhaps they don't necessarily have the approval, and then you might notice that you're becoming more colder. The snake is known to be quite sly and cunning, careful and strategic. So I think this is your strategy, Scorpio, in dealing with what's happening here. It's either they're coming on with this reversed energy and you feel it and you're sort of starting to desensitize, losing touch. But the ending is reversed, so there's not necessarily a complete walking away. So it's like you're still hanging on, hoping for something here. Perhaps this person is still hanging on, hoping that things could change, things could shift. So I don't know if this is about children as well. You might find out that someone you're seeing has children, or they don't want children. The notion of family and fertility or children could be coming up here. And that, I don't know, Scorpio, I feel like this might be a bit of a deal breaker for you. Or it could be a deal breaker for them. And if this is coming up, then that could indicate this lack of emotional approach, because, you know, like, you're probably questioning yourself, like, why bother get attached or invested if I don't like this, or they don't want that, or it doesn't align with my views or values, or something like this. So perhaps looking at the reasons why you are acting the way you are could be very telling of what's happening here, Scorpio. But of course could be reversed as well, especially if you are dealing with the Scorpio or maybe a Leo here. But lots of water energy as well, which would be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. That's in the cards, especially you've got the Cancer moon here. So is this the past at all maybe coming through? Their past could bother you somehow. Or thoughts of your past, nostalgia, potentially revisiting memories, could cause a bit of faction in this connection between the both of you. I will leave it at that though, Scorpio, so thank you again so much for tuning in. I do hope it has been helpful. I don't have any extended readings, versions for this reading, so it's just on its own for this mid-month period. Thank you again for all your support, Scorpio, and if you would like a private reading with me, you know where to find me. All the info you need is below.